All right, we are live and we're excited to talk about coaching and an opportunity to own your own fitness business, to work a side job from home for women who are on the go. We specifically wanted to talk about just being on the go because I know Joy and a lot of the faces that I already know on my screen right now have a lot of other things going on in their life. They might be stay-at-home moms, but they do much more than stay at home. Or they're like Emily, who's nodding, and she works for Nike, and she has kids, and she has another on the way, and she does this as well. And I know Sheena's calling in, and she works full-time. She has kids. So we really wanted to present a business that you guys can do that's flexible, that fits your schedule, that fits your family time, and allows you kind of to tell it what to do rather than allowing the clock to tell you what you have to do, if that makes sense. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to talk about some things that are unique to our team. Okay, I'm going to make this bigger. Can everybody see this? Just give me a nod. Okay, cool. All right, so Team Rockstar Fit is the name of the team that we are a part of within Team Beachbody. It's a really unique team that I'm proud of being a part of. It's definitely differentiated from other teams within the network by several key factors. And we're going to talk about that throughout the Zoom. But Team Rockstar Fit helps you live a happy, balanced life in fitness by offering passive revenue, online coaching, and masterminding. A lot of what we're going to talk about tonight is that masterminding piece. I think that as women especially, we're wired to live in community, and when you do that, it just opens the door to amazing opportunities and friendships, and that's certainly what this has brought into my life. I actually met Trina, who founded Team Rockstar Fit, because I worked out at her gym. We lived in this teeny tiny fishing village. I was so miserable. I thought God was punishing me for putting me in this tiny town that was 4 hours to a Walmart. And now looking back, I know that we were there so that I could cross paths with Trina and with Team Rockstar Fit and discover this business that has totally shaped and changed my life. So Team Rockstar Fit is a low-cost, high-return online coaching group that helps women on the go grow an at-home career in partnership with Team Beachbody, which is a global leader in fitness and nutrition. And we say partnership because you have a lot of freedom and flexibility with how you choose to run your business and the way you want to work. So it's not like opening a franchise where you're told exactly how you have to brand yourself, exactly how things need to be done, and you're locked into this certain business mold. We have a lot of control and freedom and the ability to be creative and serve our network in a unique way. Joy, do you want to add on that? What's really interesting about that?
With Team Beachbody?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you definitely touched on that because most MLMs do have a lot of rules. I just had a new coach asking me the other day, well, wait, what are all the rules? Because she's done an MLM before. And I said, we don't really have any other than we can't be working at another MLM at the same time. I was like, but other than that, you can kind of pick and choose how you do this. And that just blew her mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely know that's what attracted me to the business because I knew I wanted it to be a professional business and I definitely wanted it to be my thing. I wanted to put my own stuff into it.
Right. So if you see here on the picture, this far left, this is Carrie Woodall. You might recognize her because she's a master trainer for TRX. She does a ton of TRX's videos and workshops, and she tailors her business towards more fitness professionals, people in the industry. This is Trina's sister. Trina owns 2 gyms. They're a very different direction with how they work their Beachbody business. Teresa Schrader here and Rachel Doyle, they're both stay-at-home moms. Aside from just loving fitness and having fitness shape their life, they didn't really have a background in fitness, but they've definitely carved out a niche for themselves, helping other stay-at-home moms live happy and healthy. Julianne Condia, she doesn't have kids. She's a teacher. She's very unique, and she runs her business totally separately in a different way than the rest of these ladies do. And Joy and I do our businesses slightly different. So we're just touching on that so that you know you don't have to conform to anything specific, that you definitely have creative control and freedom in your business, which is really exciting, especially when you want to work with people the way that you want to work with them and feel like an entrepreneur with control over your business. All right. So Team Rockstar Fit, it's been around for 9 years. Team Beachbody, though, has been around for much longer. And I always like to mention this on these calls. A lot of people don't know that Team Beachbody began as an infomercial company. Our CEO, Carl Deichler, and his partner, John Congdon, they just started infomercials like Hip Hop Abs and Turbo Jam and things that you might have seen, over a decade ago. They didn't have an idea for a coaching network at all. What they discovered was that people were posting their results. This was even before Facebook, like MySpace sites, and creating forum communities online where they were partnering up, holding each other accountable, cheering each other on. And so they saw, hey, why don't we reward these people that are paying it forward and create an actual coaching opportunity, which makes what we do within Team Beachbody extremely unique, because a lot of companies are formed with an idea to have an MLM or a team structure in mind. And Team Beachbody formed 100% organically. And so they've always given a lot of control and honor and rewards to coaches, just because we basically propelled the company forward by getting fit and sharing those results. So we teach others how to create a flexible, fulfilling side career with financial freedom, all while living with purpose. This was just in New Orleans and Summit. This is Joy, and this is Emily. She's on the call. April was there. We were all in a huge fitness convention that they do every year, which we're going to talk about some more. But it's really, really fun. And it's great to be around your teammates and to see what that whole idea of a coaching network became. Joy, what was your first summit experience like?
Very inspiring, very motivating. I think I loved hearing Brendon Burchard. He was my favorite speaker, but I've been to his High Performance Academy before, so I love him. He has such a good way of relating to people and relating to maybe their fears or doubts that they have, and then inspiring you anyways. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah. This is Summit. This was in New Orleans. I've gone to Summit when it was in Vegas. We were in Nashville 2 years in a row. We went to New Orleans this past July. And so when we say that Team Beachbody really is the global leader in fitness, they're not messing around. They have elite fitness trainers like Shaun T, like Chalene Johnson, but they touch a lot more than just on the fitness aspect, because it's an educational opportunity and it's also a masterminding opportunity to rub shoulders with people who will teach you how to grow the business side of things too, like Brendon, who does a lot of personal development work. Joy and I have both gone to his workshops. And Joy, can you talk a little bit about the personal development piece of, people think of Beachbody coaching for fitness, but what does it mean for your personal life?
Well, I actually joined Beachbody and trying my own business because of personal development. Ironically, that's what attracted me to my coach, because I saw her posting these different books she was reading and how she was really growing just as a person in different ways. And she talked about how her group was what was helping her to grow in these things, and they were holding each other accountable. And I was at a point in my life where I really knew that I needed to change and grow. I couldn't just sit back anymore, and I was tired of that. And so I actually jumped in going, I have to try this, because clearly this is working for other people. And this isn't just about fitness, because I didn't totally need help with the fitness stuff. I already did that some. So I thought, if this is everything, this is really going to help give me support with other encouraging women who are also trying to grow, then I definitely need to try this. And I'm like a different person since I started. My husband is like a different person since I started, because he now is reading these books with me and taking online courses from Darren Hardy. And it's crazy, because it's changing our future, because it's changing the way he looks at our life and he looks at his job, and he's helping me with mine. And so it's just really changed our lives.
Yeah. And it's funny because it is a fitness business. We love the fitness piece. We're passionate about that. But what I tell a lot of women who join my team is this is going to change your life in ways you never imagined possible. And just the way you show up to your own life. I used to really look forward to Ellen coming on at 4 p.m. and that was like the highlight of my day. And I don't even watch TV anymore because it just changes your way of thinking. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so Joy is like the Shakeology guru in a lot of ways. And we wanted to share a little bit about the supplements and the tools that we use within our business. And I'm going to start with Shakeology.
I was actually really skeptical of Shakeology for a long time because I'm extremely holistic. I have my babies at home. I brew kombucha. I ferment vegetables. I like lots of weird things. And I thought Shakeology is not organic. It's not grass-fed whey. So why can they claim that this is so healthy? But as I gave it a try and started to look into it, and I started listening to the Shakeology podcast, I realized that this is genius. World to find ingredients sourced from sustainable farms. So we're not talking factory made. We're talking their local farms that they are with any kind of pesticides. In fact, before they have an agreement with a farm to use their ingredients, they do air and soil tests, which are incredibly expensive. You can't really find any other companies that do that. So they are ensuring that none of this has ever been touched with pesticides or anything like that. And then those ingredients are actually processed right on the farm. So it's pretty stinking cool. They actually ship them over and they go into like a holding facility to ensure that they're still pure, that they haven't lost so much value, all this stuff before they're added to Shakeology. And Darren O'Lean, the co-creator of Shakeology, is like a scientist when it comes to food. So he not only tests if ingredients are good for you, but he tests how the ingredients react to each other. Mm-hmm. And there's, I'm not going to remember the word for it. You might remember, Ashley, but where if two ingredients come together, they are actually better together than alone.
Oh, alchemy.
Alchemy. Oh, there you go. And so all the ingredients that they put into Shakeology are tested and they all work together to actually be better together than if you were to eat these separate. And so this is a nutrient-dense superfood shake. It's basically like making sure that every day you are getting all the vegetables you need, all the minerals, the vitamins, probiotics, everything that you could get in the closest form to whole food as possible. So for me, it's a no-brainer because I'm not sitting there eating things that I'm like, okay, I made sure and got all my cancer fighting stuff today. I got all my heart disease stuff today. Like, no, your box of cereal that says that fights heart disease is not really doing that for you. So I basically look at it as it's extremely preventative and it's the healthiest meal you could have. When people posted it was their healthiest meal of the day, that tagline did not work for me because I thought, well, maybe that's your healthiest meal of the day. You should see how I eat. But now I like to tell people it is the healthiest meal you could have because I guarantee you're not going to the store and making sure all these cancer-fighting herbs and things work the best together to give you a better outcome together than if they're separate. So I could go on. You want me to
I think you should do like a whole separate call just on that. No, but a lot of people think, well, how am I going to serve people with Shakeology? It's expensive, or I don't know how to talk about it, or they're already into fitness, or they're already eating healthy, so they think, why do I need it? And it really it does fill those gaps. And when you guys think about different food plans you might have tried in the past, like healthy eating plans, a lot of them have you eating, chicken, eggs, maybe brown rice, maybe fish. All that stuff is good for you and lean, but it doesn't never necessarily pack a superfood punch. It might pack a bunch of protein and be low calorie, low fat, but it doesn't have the nutrients that do things like prevent cancer and help fight off disease. So it is very good. The other products we have that I just think are worth noting, the Performance line is a sponsor of Ironman athletes, which is really cool. It has an NFC approved label. All of the ingredients in the Performance line are also natural and clean. And it's just, you can go into GNC and you can buy anything off the shelf. A lot of people do. That's the thing when you're serving people, they're spending money on this stuff anyway. They just might be spending it other places. So you go into GNC and you buy something off the shelf, creatine. GNC does not care about the efficacy or the potency of what they put in their products quite the way that Beachbody looks at it. So the quality control is there, and this is a line that my husband actually loves. He just used it to train for his bodybuilding competition. And then Beachbody On Demand, I just had this conversation with a client tonight because she's having trouble getting her workouts in with her little kids, and she said, I just would rather work out without them at my feet. And I said, yeah, wouldn't we all? I mean, like, free time as a mom is coveted. I said, so is that an option for you? Can you work out without them? And she said, no, I don't have a gym nearby, and I don't plan on paying for one. It's like, okay, well, if that's your choice, like, I get way better results with Beachbody On Demand at home, and there are programs your kids can do with you on that. So it's really neat as a coach to have a digital library, and I can pair any client with any fitness background or time frame with a program that they can start and complete from home. So if you are 80 pounds overweight and you just need to get started, I have something for you. If you're already in super tip-top great shape and you really don't think Beachbody workouts are going to be better than the gym, like, just let me prove you wrong. So there's really something for everyone, and you can baby step your clients through a program and help them get leaner, get stronger, get better, but start at a level they're comfortable with. So that's a really cool option. Alex, can you add something, Alex Snyder, on the on-demand options, how you use them with your clients? Alex and her husband have a gym right in their home.
Yeah, so what we do is, because when I first became a coach, I thought that, and I talked to Ashley about this, I thought that I had to love every program, complete every program that came out start to finish, and I honestly wasn't enjoying each of them. They're all different, and I guess some people do like every style of fitness, but there's a lot of people that are, very specific. They don't want to do cardio, or they don't want to do yoga, or, etc. So what we do is, when we get a new client, depending on if they're, say, a day one client, they literally cannot move, and they're just starting out. So we take, for example, Tai Chi. It's a movement-based program. Your very basic proper body movement, mobility, alignment. Basically, it's just basic work that'll help you in your daily life. And so we start them out with that, and then you get a more in shape client coming in that just wants to get going lifting at home. They don't necessarily want to train with us, so we start them with Body Beast. Body Beast is a great program that we've done multiple times and plan to do again in the future. So there's just so much you can do, because there's such a variety of options that BOD has.
Yeah, and we're going to talk more about, how you can share your results and help other people get them too. But first, we're going to get to why do On The Go women join? And there's 3 reasons. We just came home from this retreat in Nevada, like Las Vegas. It was beautiful. We got to mastermind with a ton of our friends, and we got to do live workouts. And we really got to dig into why we love this business and how we can better share it with other people. Because the last thing we want to do is miss out on inviting women to the opportunity. A lot of times it's like you're a little bit nervous to talk to someone about it, but when you think about how much it's changed your life, you can't keep it a secret. So you need real nutritional solutions for your clients, for yourself even. I told my husband when I joined this business, look, Brandon, worst case scenario, I get in the best shape of my life. Like, that's literally the worst case scenario. I'm not losing any money. I'm not investing $10,000 to line a rack with leggings that have crazy pizza patterns. Like, I'm just literally buying something that I'm going to use and I already know I like. So you have real nutritional solutions for yourself and your clients. They need your help. When you can offer something simple like that mom I talked to earlier who was like, yeah, I'd really like to work out without my kids at my feet. Yeah, but will you do it without them? No. Okay, well, here's a program you can do with them. And then when you're able to plug them into things, if health and fitness matters to someone, they're going to spend money on it. They're either going to invest the money in a monthly gym membership that they're not using, or they can lean on a friend like you to just help them along the journey with something that has worked well for them. So that's the first reason people join. The second reason is to earn extra income in the nooks and crannies of your busy daily life by doing something you actually love. You can work from anywhere, anytime that fits your schedule. This was me on Monday. My husband had surgery, and I just made an office out of the waiting room and made that time work for my business while I was waiting on the doctors to do I don't know what. It took forever. And then, like, one of the reasons I love traveling. I love experiences. I don't love punching a clock. I don't love being on somebody else's schedule. So the fact that I can take a vacation with my kids and go to the beach and still get paid that day, even though I'm not working at all, is huge. Yeah. And Joy has been able to say yes to a lot of fun splurges. So can you talk about that aspect?
Yeah, I've been pretty open about mine. I know when I kind of started like you, Ashley, where I thought worst case scenario, I'll get in good shape. And then as I started making some income back, I was like, oh my gosh, now I have money to spend on me that I felt bad about spending before out of the budget. So I've been able to do my nails regularly, and I wanted to try eyelash extensions. So I've got to try those. And then I recently got real extensions because I messed around with fake ones for so long. But I mean, other things, like I helped with purchasing a really awesome bed for my daughter that, I mean, we could have gotten any bed, but I picked out one that was like a splurge, and I knew it was, but I was like, you know what, I'll help with this because it's worth it to me. So it's really cool to be able to, as a stay-at-home mom, say yes to things to that and be able to help in like a real tangible way.
Yeah. And I have women on my team who started this because they really needed to be able to help support their family's income, and they're paying for their minivan payment or their family's groceries. And there are other women who just, they have a job or their husband is supporting their family just fine, but they don't want to feel guilty about fun splurges. And I think as a mom and a wife and just women in general, we tend to put ourselves last. And it's really fun to say, hey, I earned this money this week and I'm going to spend it on extensions or dinner with friends or whatever. So yeah, 3 things that it's brought into both of our lives is just flexibility to work from anywhere. Getting paid while you're not even working is amazing. And then having the money in the bank to do more of what you love, you can't put a price tag on that. And the third reason, this is huge for me, and I know for Joy and everyone on this call who's a coach on our team, but community breeds success, and masterminding means you never have to feel alone on an island. Have you guys ever felt like, I really want to do something, like there's more to life than this? And I know that when my kid, like for me, it was always, well, when my kids are in school full time, then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. Or you're like stuck in a job that you don't really like and you think there's got to be something better out there, but you don't know where to start. I am everywhere. Like I've gotten everywhere I am today because I plugged in with this team and had a community that didn't keep their secrets to success to themselves, but they share them and they try to grow you as a person and give you all their tips and tools for success. So you really aren't just building your business alone. You're building it with the tribe who's cheering you on and who's going to go like way out of their way to help you succeed. Joy, you've been doing this for 18 months. What's your experience with that been like?
Yeah, I mean, I loved the team aspect when I jumped on and joined. And that was a big part of what drew me, is because I needed support. I needed other women. And I was surprised at how quickly I got that. I guess I was just surprised to meet online people that I had never met in person that were so nice, that were like genuinely trying to be my friend. And I was like, this is crazy. So it wasn't anything hard to jump into for me because I jumped into a team and I was able to just bring my people into the group and like we ran from there type thing. So I know you and I have talked about, Ashley, with our teams, creating systems so that when people join us, we already have everything in place for you. All you have to do is invite people to come along with you, and that's it. So
Yeah. And I'll have women tell me all the time, well, I could never do what you do. I don't know how to run a challenge group. I don't know how to, I don't know how to use social media the way you use it. And I tell them, I didn't know how to do any of that stuff either. If you saw my social media 4 years ago, you would be horrified. I'm horrified when I look back at it. But everything I learned from being a part of this team, and I learned it for free.
yeah.
I didn't have to pay to access any of the training. I got to build a business from home without having to invest any money at all, except for what I was using myself, which was my own Shakeology. So it's really cool to be a part of that. We want you to meet some of the women on our team. So when you become a coach, we help you with every single step. So if you're feeling like, oh, I wouldn't really know what to do, you don't have to. We plug you in. This is Sabrina, who just did a challenge group with me in October. She had amazing results. So she actually decided to be a coach in November. And right away, she started helping me run my current challenge group. It's a women's lifting challenge, strength and gratitude. So I made her a graphic, and she's helping me co-coach this challenge group. So she's just basically following my footsteps and learning the ropes right alongside me as we work together. It's not like you have to train for several months and then you're ready to go. We get you going right away.
Ashley, did you change your screen, or is mine frozen?
Oh, yours might be Alex, can you see my screen? Okay. Joy, yours might be. Joy, can you talk about Christy Kissinger? Is she?
Yeah, she's a new coach of mine too, and she literally just signed up like a month ago and jumped into helping me coach my November group. So I was able to bring her in. She had done a challenge with me before and then had been gone for several months and came back. And so she signed up with some stuff and was like, I'm interested in the business side. So I was like, great, come along for the ride. So she jumped into helping me, and I just made her that graphic. I did the shout out for her on Facebook, on social media, to kind of be her coming out post or whatever. So
yeah. So we make these. We help you. We help you get everything going. You basically just have to talk. You just have to invite people, and we do the rest. It's extremely simple to step into. So who can become a coach? This is Alex. You see her on your screen. She's with us live. The transformation speaks for itself. I adore her. I adored her then. We went to school together. But just look at that rocking. Oh, how did you describe yourself? I love the way she describes herself. A self-adventuring girl boss. Adventures. Say it. How does it go?
Self-loving, adventuring girl boss.
Self-loving, adventuring girl boss. Sheila is a coach on our team. She is a mom to twins. She came from the corporate IT world. She was a high six-figure earner, and she wanted to stay home with her kids. So she started her own business in fitness. And her before and after photos with twins in her baby belly, this woman has a rockin' bod, and I think she's at 43. It's incredible. I want to be her when I grow up. Erin just had a baby. She's from South Carolina. She's been doing this for 3 years. She's so sweet, down to earth. Alana was a fitness professional. She used to be a personal trainer. She coaches now on our team. This is this is not Lauren. Joy?
That's Corey. That's
Corey.
my coach.
Okay, Emily, tell us about Corey.
Yeah, so Corey and I have pretty similar stories because she works with me at Nike. And she was just kind of feeling like she didn't really have anything for herself, her own. She had lost herself a little bit. And so she joined my challenge group right after her second her second child was born. And she's lost over 25 pounds and has joined as a coach and just has brought on multiple people in our team now. So she's awesome.
Casey is on live now too. She had her video on our event page, but Casey has 2 boys. She works full time, but she rocks Beachbody in her part-time hours. Usually if I catch her, it's on her lunch break, but she makes it work. And she is fit as a fiddle. And a lot of it, I know she's had a huge transformation, not just physically, but mentally as well. Casey, do you want to talk about that real quick? Don't. Oh, wait, you're muted. Hold on. Unmute. I unmuted you. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. So I have dealt with depression for a very long time, and when I became a coach and started using Shakeology, it completely changed everything for me. Learning about what nutrition can do to somebody's body physically and mentally, it was really key for me when I was able to just quit antidepressants cold turkey, simply because I started introducing the right nutrition into my body and then adding the exercise into it.
Yeah, I've loved following you the last few years. I love it. I love this team so much. Okay, we have 3 minutes left, so I'm going to get through this. What does it take to join? Super simple. Low overhead, no stocking of products. Like I said before, you don't have to keep a bunch of leggings on a rack and keep buying inventory each month. Or I just watched the documentary on Netflix about Herbalife. Like, they were required to purchase their own inventory and store it. And then you can't sell it fast enough and it expires and you're stuck with thousands of dollars of like chemical stuff in your garage. So with coaching, you don't have to keep anything. Beachbody handles all of the shipping. They handle all of the customer care. Your cost to coach is $16 a month. That covers your websites, your email marketing, your training, shipping and handling. Like, $16 a month is a business builder's dream, total business builder's dream. Because if you think about it, you would spend more than that just on postage sending something out. On average, we say it costs $160 to join because that's the price of a challenge pack. But when you have that, you have a year's worth of fitness with Beachbody On Demand and your own Shakeology, which, I mean, I would drink it even if I wasn't a coach. I would never cut that out of my life. That recommended $100 a month is the cost of your own Shakeology, and it's not a requirement. If you're in some businesses, in order to earn your commission, you have to purchase a certain minimum amount a month, or you have to sell a minimum amount per month. And that's not the case within Team Beachbody at all. So it's recommended because if we're talking about Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand, it's a good idea to use what you're selling or the tools you're working with. It's a good idea to use them yourself, but it is not 100% a requirement. Joy, can you talk about no minimums and no hassles or cancellations?
No what?
Can you talk about the no buying minimums?
Yeah, that was the
hassle
question when I joined. And so, yeah, there's no buying minimums that we have to pay for. There's no requirements. It's pretty free, like we talked about before. You just have your $15.
Yeah, your $15 month.
So basically, I tell my coaches who are coming on, I just tell them, you literally just have to be someone who would invite a friend to go to the gym and take a class with you. If you can do that, you can do this.
Right, exactly. And we have unlimited minutes. I'm still wrapping it up in 5. Don't worry. Yeah, and that's one of the things, like, women are always, I hear them say, well, I'm not a salesperson. I can't sell anything. You don't have to sell anything. Like, women talk about things they love all the time. Would you invite someone to a spin class that you just thought was amazing and you loved the trainer and you want to go back? Would you invite someone to a restaurant you ate at that had the best chicken salad sandwich you've ever had in your life? Would you invite someone to check out a shoe sale at Target, or mention that Zulily as 50% off Tom's? You would. You invite people to things all the time. Coaching isn't really different. You just invite somebody to the fitness groups and accountability that has changed your life and that is shaping your life. And then the 2 ways to earn. So when you join the team, you get a starter package. That's your Beachbody On Demand for a year, your nutrition, your Shakeology. You get a website, a mobile app, and a mentor. The person who invited you to this call, Joy and I are definitely here tonight because we've invited our own people to check it out, but we're speaking on behalf of a really large team. So it might not have been Joy or I who invited you. It could have been Casey or Emily or Lana. And that person is your mentor. They've learned all the tools that we've learned. We've taught them, and they'll teach you as well. So you're going to be plugged in with a team who already knows what they're doing. You don't have to feel like you need all the answers right away. You're going to be up and running with your online fitness business within 30 days. That's huge for us. We like you to get you started right away. So we'll say, hey, would you like to help us host a December challenge? We have one starting next month. Like, why wait? Just get plugged in, invite some friends and family, and earn some extra Christmas cash right away. And then you get free exclusive coach training from our team. I really think that Team Rockstar Fit is set apart from a lot of other teams because of the fitness background that it has. Team Rockstar Fit is comprised mostly of studio owners, fitness professionals. Trina presents at IDEA, which is a huge fitness convention every year. So you have access to all this training and content that a lot of people don't as a member of Team Rockstar Fit. And it's all given to you for free. So you do not have to be a fitness professional. You don't even ever have to want to be a fitness professional, but you do get to learn a ton about health and nutrition and fitness and growing your own business. Joy, do you want to expand on that? Are you still on? You disappeared.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
Oh, I did.
Well,
I would say, oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, great. No, I would just say, yeah, you don't have to be a fitness professional. You just have to be someone who wants to grow and get healthy yourself. Because as long as you're trying to work on you growing and getting healthy, you can invite your friends to do it with you. A coach doesn't mean you're somehow better than, or you have all this knowledge. It literally just means you're inviting people to your journey and to join you.
Yeah. And you're relatable. Like, honestly, if you see somebody, if you see an advertisement in your newsfeed, like for Jillian Michaels, it's really hard to connect and relate to that. But someone like Emily, with this transformation as a working mom with kids and another on the way, like, that is relatable. I would be like, tell me what you're doing. I can relate to your life. I know you have this crazy schedule. And that would make me want to reach out and see what she's been up to. And it's that simple. Like, okay, what are you doing? Because I know you have a life that's pretty similar to mine and something's working well for you. So that's really cool. All right. How do you earn money? Joy's talked a little bit about that by sharing the programs and products that you like. Joy, talk about challenge groups for like 1 minute.
Yeah. So basically you just invite your friends to come do it with you, and they purchase their own challenge pack. And when you start, you get 25% commissions. As you start to grow a team, that changes a little bit because it turns more into like team cycle bonuses and things. You make commissions off of that. And so I know the first month that I joined, Emily came along with me. and I was able to earn my investment back in the first month. Because I just got some friends to do it with me, and I signed them up under myself, but then put them into my coach's group. So that's it in our groups. And then as you obviously grow a team, you are basically making money by helping other people be successful in their business. So you grow into more of a leadership position. And as your team is successful, you are more successful.
The team cycle bonus piece is really cool because when you're a coach, so you do get 25% commission of anything that you sell, which is awesome because I know a lot of other companies start out at like 15%, 10%. Then you have to earn your way up to that 25. Everyone gets 25% commission. Cool. That's straight, easy extra income for your family. But when you start growing a team, the important thing to know and hear clearly about Team Beachbody is you never get paid just for enrolling or signing up other coaches. That's actually illegal. That's a pyramid scheme. You're not allowed to make money for just like putting warm bodies in spots. Team Beachbody will reward a leader with a separate bonus. It's not taken from anyone in their team's paycheck like other companies do. It's a separate bonus given to a leader that says, hey, I see that you're really working hard to help your team succeed too and build their own businesses. We're going to reward you with this additional bonus just for taking care of them and being a stellar leader. It has nothing to do with taking away from your team's check. Basically, this team cycle bonus, you only get for helping other people succeed. Like, I only get a bonus if I help Alana build a solid business that she's making money in too. And then Team Beachbody says, hey, here's like a cool extra reward for helping this woman grow a business that's now paying for her son's daycare or whatever. So I hope like that's a little bit about the Team Cycle bonus.
Yeah.
But we want to work with women who love fitness, who want to help other people in health and fitness, who actually want to build a business. We definitely don't just want to put bodies on the team. Like the team is about growing and thriving together, and definitely helping women feel empowered to do extra fun things like splurges and travel and feel really good about who they are as moms and wives and just women in general. Did I miss anything, Joy? On any of that? No. Okay. So Team Rockstar Fit, it's been around in the United States forever. You can become a coach if you're in Canada and the UK as well. The main thing I would say as we close is that you can chat your questions below, or we'll stay on for 5 extra minutes if you want to ask anything. But I started coaching in what I feel like was the most turbulent season of my entire adult life. Both of my kids were under 2. My husband was just checked out with his job, and I was miserable where we lived. And a lot of times I hear women say, like, I don't have time for that, or when the kids are older, or we're just too busy. Like, there's all these excuses. And when I look back at the fact that I said yes to this in what was probably the worst season of my life to say yes to something, my only regret is that I didn't start sooner.
Yes.
That's it. You can say, well, when the kids are older, when I don't have this second job, or when my husband's around to help more. But if you remove those excuses, you can find the pockets of time that will build a business that will create complete flexibility and freedom and joy for your family. Honestly, I guess that's the biggest word that Beachbody has brought into my life, is just joy. Like, as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as someone who's really excited about the future. And I know that you guys could feel that way too, for sure. So do we have any questions? I'm going to stop the shares. Thank you guys for listening.
Totally.
Joy, do you want to add anything, or?
Just gonna add a tagline when you were talking about it bringing joy into your life. As a friend, no, just
as a friend, my friend Joy, who I actually only met Joy because of this business. I only met. I've slept at people's houses that I didn't even know, traveling across country, and they've become really amazing friends. So if you feel like having a quality group of people, because you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? And the reason that I feel like I've really elevated my life is because I hang out with high performers and people who have worked hard to elevate their lives too. And it's exciting. It's exciting to see people like Casey and Emily and Alana on the call. So I know everyone's muted and we can't see your faces, but if you have questions, there's the chat box, or just unmute your line. You can ask without adding your video. And if not, we will just say thank you for coming. Going once, going twice. I need a hammer, like a. Okay, cool. Well, that was all for tonight. Please get in touch with the person who invited you here, or you can reach out to Joy or I or Emily with any further questions. And we have an amazing holiday hustle starting December 4th. So if you like the idea of being a part of a tribe that takes action, and you want to spend 14 days in December actually having fun with fitness and fun as an adult, and adults sometimes don't get to have fun on the holidays, then definitely reach out before that December 4th start date so that you can plug in with us and even invite some friends and earn some extra Christmas cash. Sound good? All right. Thank you for being on. I hope you guys had some great takeaways. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.